Symptoms of pneumonia, everything you need to know. Every 20 seconds, someone in the world develops pneumonia. This disease does not discriminate. It strikes the stressed-out executive as easily as the grandfather tending his garden, the peak-performing athlete just as much as the child playing in the park. In this video, you'll discover exactly which symptoms you should never ignore. Some are so subtle, they can be mistaken for a common cold. We'll also reveal the 7 foods you must avoid if you're showing symptoms and how to naturally strengthen your respiratory system. What is pneumonia? Pneumonia is much more than a bad flu. It's an infection that inflames the air sacs alveoli in one or both lungs, filling them with fluid or pus, turning every breath into a struggle. The 3 main culprits are bacterial pneumonia, the most common and aggressive form, usually caused by Streptococcus pneumoniae. It hits fast and hard. Viral pneumonia, more subtle but persistent, often triggered by the same viruses behind the cold or flu that we tend to underestimate. Fungal pneumonia, particularly dangerous for people with weakened immune systems. Here's the little-known truth. Pneumonia kills more people than car accidents. Every year, pneumonia claims 3 million lives worldwide, and in many cases, the victims never saw the symptoms coming until it was too late. Pneumonia symptoms. When pneumonia starts to take hold in your lungs, the body sends out distress signals that are often mistaken for minor discomforts. The difference between recognizing these symptoms early or ignoring them can literally mean the difference between a quick recovery or weeks of battling an infection that gets stronger each day. Early symptoms. Persistent cough. It may start out dry, but soon begins to produce yellowish, greenish, or even blood-tinged phlegm. If your cough lasts more than a week, your lungs are screaming that something's wrong. Fever and chills. Your body raises its temperature as a defense strategy against infection. Fever can appear suddenly, often with chills. In adults, any fever over 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit that persists deserves immediate attention. Shortness of breath. At first, it's subtle. You feel winded climbing stairs you used to handle easily. Then you start to notice more effort is needed for everyday activities. This is a critical red flag you should never ignore. Chest pain, a sharp or stabbing pain in the chest that worsens when you take a deep breath, cough, or laugh. This is your body warning that your lung tissues are inflamed and under attack. Advanced symptoms. Extreme fatigue. This isn't regular tiredness. It's the kind that makes getting out of bed feel like running a marathon. Your body is redirecting so much energy to fight the infection, it leaves you drained for even basic tasks. Mental confusion, especially dangerous in older adults. Low oxygen levels can affect the brain, causing disorientation or confusion. In adults over 65, this may be the only visible symptom, making pneumonia easy to overlook until it becomes a medical emergency. Excessive sweating. Soaking night sweats or daytime sweating without any clear reason. This is your body's way of coping with the constant internal battle against the infection. Nausea and vomiting. Pneumonia can impact your entire system, triggering stomach upset, nausea, or vomiting. This is especially common in children, but also occurs in adults with severe infections. When to seek emergency medical help. Some symptoms are red flags that require immediate medical attention. Severe shortness of breath or a feeling of suffocation, intense chest pain that progressively worsens, fever over 102 degrees Fahrenheit that doesn't respond to medication, bluish lips or nails, a sign of low oxygen levels, severe confusion or loss of consciousness, persistent vomiting that prevents you from keeping fluids down. If you notice any of these signs, see your doctor as soon as possible. Foods to avoid if you have pneumonia. If you're experiencing pneumonia symptoms, you should avoid the following foods, as they can hinder recovery and worsen your condition. Take note and stay away from them while your lungs heal. High-fat dairy products. Whole milk, full-fat cheeses, and heavy creams significantly increase mucus production, which can prolong symptoms and slow recovery. Ultra-processed foods. Fast food and processed meals contain chemical preservatives that irritate the respiratory tract. Their low nutritional value also deprives your immune system of the resources it needs to fight off infections effectively. Refined sugar and sweets. Refined sugar directly suppresses white blood cell activity. Just one soda can weaken your immune system for up to 5 hours. Fried foods and trans fats. French fries, fried chicken, and commercial baked goods generate free radicals that damage lung cells. Trans fats increase inflammation throughout the body, including the airways, making your lungs less efficient. Excessive red meat. Processed red meats like sausages, hot dogs, and bacon produce inflammatory compounds that impair lung function. These meats are also hard to digest, which diverts energy from the immune system and may worsen respiratory symptoms. Too much salt. Excess sodium can lead to fluid retention, including in the lungs, making it harder to breathe. It can also worsen high blood pressure, reducing your body's ability to transport oxygen efficiently and forcing your heart and lungs to work harder. Excessive caffeine. While moderate caffeine may offer some benefits, too much can lead to dehydration. Thickening respiratory secretions. It may also interfere with certain respiratory medications and disrupt sleep patterns crucial for recovery. How to strengthen your lungs naturally. For centuries, various cultures have used medicinal plants to support respiratory health. Today, scientific research confirms that many of these ancestral remedies can indeed strengthen your lungs against infections like pneumonia. Thanks to this, Lung Expand Pro now exists, a natural supplement specifically designed to support proper lung function. Inside every capsule of Lung Expand Pro, you'll find Umcalabo extract. This plant stimulates the immune system, reduces the duration of respiratory infections, and helps thin out mucus, making it easier to expel naturally. Ivy leaf extract acts as a natural bronchodilator, helping to open the airways and make breathing easier. It also aids in clearing built-up mucus from the lungs. Mullein extract has anti-inflammatory and soothing properties that calm irritated respiratory passages. It helps reduce dry cough and supports productive coughing when needed. Coltsfoot extract forms a protective layer in the respiratory tract, reducing irritation and inflammation. It's especially effective in calming persistent coughs. Serratiopeptidase helps break down the proteins that form thick secretions, making them easier to eliminate. It also reduces inflammation in respiratory tissues, improving lung function. Peppermint essential oil, a natural decongestant that opens up the airways, providing a fresh, soothing sensation. It also has mild antimicrobial properties that complement the effects of other ingredients. Vitamin D3, essential for optimal immune function. Adequate levels of vitamin D are associated with a lower risk of respiratory infections and a better immune response to pathogens. All of these ingredients work harmoniously in a high-quality supplement specifically designed to strengthen your respiratory system. Your lungs work tirelessly 24/7 to keep you alive, filtering the air you breathe and protecting your body from invisible threats. Isn't it time to give them the natural support they deserve? Lung Expand Pro represents the natural evolution of respiratory care. 100% natural ingredients, formulated for those who understand that prevention is better than cure. Discover Lung Expand Pro by clicking the first link in the description. Your breathing, your responsibility. Pneumonia doesn't have to be an inevitable outcome. Now you know how to recognize its symptoms and which foods to avoid if you're experiencing signs, so you don't make your recovery harder. Consider adding Lung Expand Pro to your daily routine to strengthen your respiratory system and help prevent future pneumonia infections, or spreading it to your loved ones. Don't wait for symptoms to show up to take action. Prevention will always be more powerful than treatment. We hope this information helps you improve your health and feel your best. Join our community by subscribing. Give us a like if you found this video helpful, and share it with someone who might benefit from it. See you next time.
Disclaimer. The information provided in this video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not a substitute for consultation with a qualified healthcare professional. Under no circumstances should the content presented here be considered medical diagnosis, personalized medical advice, or treatment for any medical condition. We always recommend consulting with a licensed physician or other qualified healthcare provider if you have any questions about your health or the health of a family member. Additionally, this video contains affiliate links, which means that if you choose to make a purchase through any of them, we may receive a small commission at no extra cost to you. We only recommend products or services that we believe may be helpful to our community.